It is not every day that you open a computer with a crowbar, so I thought I'd make a small video on this. This is an IBM PS2 Model 25 286. Come on, focus, focus, focus. And it is in perfect working order except for the clock chip, which needs to be replaced. Unfortunately, I can't open it because, as you can see, the lock is in the locked position, and of course I do not have a key. The wonderful person at Walsh Comptech has the helpful instructions of opening a Lock 25 to take various things out, turn upside down, and then the instructions are very helpful. Pull hard. The lock is very strong. It will try to take a strong pull to pull it open. We're going to use a crowbar. This is my son Max. Hello, Max. Max, put it in the position. All right. And we're going to slowly pry it with the crowbar. Here goes.
Actually,
right,
yeah, this will work.
Oh, I think that was it.
Something.
I think something cracked. Okay, now can you pull it straight up?
Up?
It should go up a little bit. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Like this thing straight up.
Yeah, it's not
No?
going up.
It isn't? Is it pulling out anymore?
Nope.
All right.
Does it go into?
Now it looks like it's out. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right here at the end. Wait. I think half of it broke.
Yeah, let's try the other half. No?
Yeah, but
All right, now you get to be more creative. That's
there
it.
you go.
All right. Max, thank you very much. We've released the magic.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Max has been removed, and now with the machine fully open, you can get a glimpse of why I needed to clean this thing. For one thing, it's never been opened, at least not in a very long time, and there's a whole bunch of crud everywhere. It does work perfectly, but it needs a desperate cleaning. I'm a little astonished to find that there's no wires from that lock. There's the lock. It was supposed to have wires that lock the keyboard, but this looks like it's just been... Either the wires have already been cut, which is what I was going to do, or it never had any to begin with. The point of opening this up is that the Model 25 286, like all 286s and later, have a battery-backed clock and also CMOS. And the CMOS holds the settings like how large the hard drive is and time of day and things like that. And on this particular system, the Dallas DS1287 real-time clock chip is long dead. At best, these things held a charge for 10 years. And this machine was manufactured in 1989, so obviously it is bad. This is the PC speaker, this horrible little piezo tweeter piece of crap. I may mod that, actually, put a better speaker in. But anyway, oh, actually I don't have to. That's one of the other interesting things about the Model 25. Well, the real most interesting thing with the Model 25 is that it's a monitor and a system in one, in case that wasn't obvious. But this particular Model 25 has an audio output jack for the PC speaker. How interesting is that? It appears to be connected. So once we replace the Dallas clock chip, we are going to be good to go. So I'm going to do that right now. So one of the coolest things about working on a Model 25 is that they're very easy to access. You would think an all-in-one unit would be pretty difficult to crack open. I'm thinking of someone in particular, but no, IBM engineering was really good. There are these two screws holes at the top of the back of the unit. And then let's see if I can do this with one hand. You just simply have to lift it up and pull out. And then you have to be careful to undo this little clip here that holds the monitor wires in place, which I'm having trouble doing with one hand. Let's see if I can do it with one hand over like this. Got it. Okay. So then these come out, and then with those unhinged, it's just a very simple matter of very carefully lowering the whole thing down. Now, the reason I'm doing this again is because the clock chip that I put in is itself dead. It appears China sent me bad working poles, even though I guess they weren't working. Go figure. I am now going to try the other 2 chips I have, and hopefully one of those will work. Okay. Let's try again. Alright. Okay. Bad clock chip. Bad. Alright. Et voila! We have a fully functional system. The second of the 3 working poles, actually did work. And so after booting the setup disk and resetting the CMOS parameters, we have a fully functional system. The chip that was originally in was a Dallas DS1287, which is long since discontinued. The replacement was the 12887, which is also discontinued. They make a 12887 Plus, which you can still get, which is the reason they still make it is because it's RoHS compliant. And then this is the remnants of the lock that was in the system. When we pulled it, we snapped this thing in 2. I since unscrewed it and pulled it out. So the system now, unfortunately, has this little hole in it. I suppose I could try to stick this thing back in, but what's the point? And everything's working just fine. And this may bring back some memories for people. This is IBM DOS 5, not MS DOS 5. I mean, of course, it's made by MS DOS, but it's PC DOS 5. And I had disabled the config sys and auto exec so I could work on it quicker, but I'm going to re-enable them, and we'll see what we have on the system. System is booting, and if I remember correctly from looking at the system briefly, let's zoom out a bit so you can see exactly what this system looks like. The Model 25 is one of my favorite systems. They made it's a PS2, but it's not microchannel. It's an ISA architecture, and it is literally an all-in-one system. And I think that's just so neat. The screen is unfortunately only about 13 inches. That's my entire hand. I'm making this. I have a big hand, so I'm making the screen look super tiny. It's not. It's quite readable. That is the IBM DOS 5 shell. The camera is recording at 60, and the screen is refreshing at 60 or 70. And I'm also using LED lights, so I apologize for the screen. It's not going to be readable. The point was the system, not the screen. But these are great. The IBM went and made even more of this line. They called them the EduQuest series. They made 386s and 486s in this all-in-one form factor. With a name like EduQuest, you can guess correctly that it was for educational use primarily. And they're wonderful systems. I hope to have a display of them at Vintage Computer Festival Midwest sometime. So I'm going to quit out of this because I thought I saw something. Aha, there is a Windows here. So for giggles, let's see if it's still functional. It's probably Windows 3.0. It is Windows 3.0. Look at that. Very cool. Again, refresh rate problems. Not a broken screen. This is just a problem with the recording. And let's see if it actually functions. It's a 286 with 1 meg. Oh, geez. God, remember that? Remember that horrible wallpaper? God. I love how it wraps, though. I love how the squiggles wrap. Yep. So this is a 286 with 1 gig of RAM, and it appears to have a fully functional Windows 3.0 on the hard drive. Not that I'd use it for anything. It doesn't look like there's even any apps on here other than maybe games. Nope. There's no actual apps here, but God, I love that wallpaper. Nothing screams 80s like Memphis furniture op art like this. It's wonderful. Anyway, that's how to fix an IBM PS2 model 25286 with a crowbar.